Hi guys, it's time for a little chat. So it's been a while since I've done one of these, and I always say that at the start of these, because generally I don't like to crank them out too much. You know me, I like to focus on the gaming content, but occasionally I just need to get some stuff off my chest. So there's a few things I want to be going over today. The first thing is probably the most obvious thing, and that my health has been awful recently, just flat out awful. So I had a bit of a cold before the kids went back to school, and since they've been back to school, I've not been better. I feel like they just constantly keep bringing bugs home. And the problem is my immune system's pretty bad anyway. I have a condition which kind of limits my immune system. And it feels like ever since they've been back to school, I've just not felt any better. No, it is just a cold. Well, it's a viral infection I've got. And it's just it's so draining. It really is. So I've been taking a few days off here and there, which you've probably noticed because there's been a lack of content here, there, and everywhere. And I've just been figuring that I need to focus on my health. And the longer this goes on, I'm thinking, well, there's a lot of gaps here. So what I've decided to do in the meantime is I've decided to, until I feel better, I've decided to stop videos for the time being because it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of work to get those done, which I could be using to just try and rest up. What I will be doing is I will be upping the amount of streams I do during the week, which kind of should account for the amount of content I would normally do. Streaming is fine. Streaming is something that's quite chill, quite easy to do. Doesn't require editing, doesn't require hours of recording. It's just a hell of a lot easier for me to do when I'm not feeling great. Because I can literally just sit here with a cup of tea and chat to you guys while playing, I don't know, Dead by Daylight or Resident Evil or something like that. So that's going to be the plan going forward for the kind of... Honestly, I have no idea how long this is going to take. I'm hoping I'm getting better. I genuinely hope I'm getting better, but I said that before, and then I started feeling worse again. So I'm just gonna take it easy, play it by ear, and see how it goes. Second point I wanted to discuss today is that YouTube are doing it again. You may have seen, or you may not have seen, that YouTube are going to be age restricting videos they deem to be inappropriate for under 18s. Now, someone who does horror content daily, supposedly, this is kind of concerning to me because horror is one of those genres that could be considered inappropriate. Now, as of this recording, none of my videos have been age restricted, but they have said that it's going to be machine done, aka the YouTube bots will be out and they will just be flagging videos. Essentially what this means is anyone under the age of 18 will not be able to watch these videos. Again, I stress that none of my videos at the moment have been age restricted, but it's a potential worry for me, especially, as I said, with the type of content that I do. And I always feel, and this is just the way I feel, that my content is specifically from age 15 above. I would say I'm definitely not like 18 plus. I would say definitely, if you were to age rating me, I would say 15 would be a good starting point. But that being said, YouTube may take a different approach. This hasn't happened yet, and I'm not going to panic and kind of jump off the wagon straight away. But it's a genuine concern, and I have a few backup plans in case it does start to happen. Obviously, YouTube doesn't really pay a lot in terms of ad revenue anyway. So I guess it's less of a concern for, say, someone like myself who doesn't necessarily rely on ad revenue. It would be a case of I would produce content, but it would genuinely at that point be difficult for me because I don't want to feel like I'm making content. And they quite clearly say, if you get age restricted, your views are going to just drop like a rock. I mean, they don't say that like in those words, but essentially what they're saying is you're not going to appear on our search engine. And that's kind of the whole point of YouTube, isn't it? Is to appear on the search engines and be discoverable to the world. As I said, as of this recording, nothing has happened. There are no age-restricted videos on this channel at all. And that's good. And I think it's because we're a small channel. Quite honestly, at the moment we're flying under the radar. I'm just worried we're going to get caught up with. And as I said, I have contingency plans, and it doesn't mean I'm going to stop producing content anytime soon. It's not a case of if this channel gets age restricted, that's it, it's over, done. I will find ways around it. I will work my way around it if I can. But I just wanted you all to be aware that if you start looking for one of your favourite YouTubers and suddenly find half of their videos are missing, yeah, It's YouTube doing it again. It's weird because YouTube doesn't want you to be a kid-friendly channel anymore. Doesn't want family-friendly channels anymore, because it's quite clearly said, if you're a family-friendly channel and you make your videos for kids, you ain't getting paid ad revenue. You're aimed at kids. You ain't getting advertisers at all. But wait, you also can't aim at adults either, because if you aim at adults, we're also not going to pay you any ad revenue either. So you have to be in the middle. You have to specifically aim your content at teenagers. So that means I'm going to have to get a cap, turn it backwards, and start chugging energy drinks until they come out of my arsehole. That being said, I do drink energy drinks, so that's not me saying I'm just saying I'm going to have to end up with like a G Fuel sponsorship or some shit like that. Well, that about wraps up what I've got in my head at the moment. That and how YouTube's been very quiet recently, and I realise it's because a lot of people are back to school, back to work now, and the views have just dropped off the face of the earth. I mean, this is fine. This is just one of those things. It's just this time of year, it'll pick up again. So if a lot of you guys aren't around and you're only just getting to see this like later on down the line, a lot of this may not be relevant. But if you're watching it today, it is relevant. And it's a discussion that I wanted to have. Oh, God. Oh, I want to breathe through my nose again. As I said, it's a discussion I wanted to have, and it's something that you guys, if you've been around here long enough, or if you're new, I'm honest, heart on sleeve. I am who I am, and I will always be honest with you guys about my feelings, because I think it's very important to be open and honest. And I feel as someone who, I guess as someone who does YouTube, I don't particularly see myself as an influencer or someone to look up to, and I'm saying that in like quotes, but I guess showing you that male emotions are real is another thing, because I was having a discussion actually with my daughter about how about toxic masculinity, and my eldest daughter, she's like finger on the pulse of modern issues. She's like properly, I could see her being an activist or something. I tell you that, because she's got a lot of fire. But we were talking about toxic masculinity, and we were talking about how men struggle to show emotions and struggle to be honest. I don't want to be like that, and I'm not like that. I'm very honest with my emotions. I'm honest with my feelings, and I'll always be honest with you guys, because that's just who I am. So thank you for sticking around. Thank you for listening. And any thoughts on the topics I've discussed in this video, please let me know in the comment section below, and we'll have a good chat. I'm going to try and get a stream schedule written up today, so look for that on the community tab on my Twitter. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, please @Kazaboom on Twitter, or as I said, just follow me on the community tab on this channel, and I will put the stream schedule up on there. I'm going to try and aim to stream a good few times this week, and then hopefully a good few times next week as well. So it's nice to hang around with you guys as well. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.